Hey there guys, and welcome back. So let's talk about some upcoming games and games that have come out. So yeah, let's talk about the unfortunate disaster that was Fallout 76, a game that left bitter taste in many people's mouths, which really didn't surprise me, as this just looked like a rehash of Fallout 4, but really shown its age, unfortunately. But however, it looks like the people at Obsidian are deciding to basically pick up the pieces with their fall game in space, The Outer Worlds. A game with a really lovely graphic style that reminds me quite a lot of Firefly or Serenity to the people who watch the movies. So this game is all about you being a colonist who is waking up from cryostasis, just like the Lone Wanderer from Fallout 4. Unlike that, you are not the lone survivor. There are the colonists. It's just that space, unfortunately, has been bought out by the corporations. And why I didn't first get into the game when I looked at the trailers, but some things slowly did get me into it. And what I mean by classical sort of system is that you have your usual option of stealth, using guns or pointy objects to put in squishy things that go screamy noises every time you point it into them, or you can be the more diplomatic sort of way and talk through your way for most of the situations. Though this is not going to be a game like Vampire the Masquerade where you're going to be able to talk through entirely every situation, unfortunately. So yeah, like I said, the system of the combat doesn't look that great to me, but it looks still pretty functional. The thing that intrigued me the most was some of the things that might be in the character development system, such as you can have phobias that will add some benefits and have some debuffs, a bit like the talent system in Fallout New Vegas. The other thing was some skills will have some unique effects, such as supposedly I've heard somewhere, but I might have misheard this, that supposedly there will be a science skill that will allow you to have access to unique gadgets, or at least make them a lot better, like supposedly maybe a shrink ray or even a freeze ray, which would be really funny to see. And that's the other thing about this game, it has a really dark sense of humor about things. There's one scene where you meet a character and he's basically like, oh, I'm legally required to tell you about this sort of such and such product. And a bit like in Borderlands, you have a lot of corporations, but it's not so specific around guns, unlike in Borderlands. It's more based on what products they sell, like one of them's called Space's Choice, which sells really shitty products, but are really easy to repair. So that's the up and downside of the whole situation. The game also seems to have a sort of VATS-like system, which allows you to slow down time for corporations, but it's not so specific around guns, unlike in Borderlands. It's more based on what products they sell, like one of them's called Space's Choice, which sells really shitty products, but are really easy to repair. So that's the up and downside of the whole situation. The game also seems to have a sort of VATS-like system, which allows you to slow down time a little bit, allowing you to take an aim rather than using a statistics thing. I'm not sure how the character creation system will be or the skills. There are some basic things there. The game is sort of going to be kind of open world, but also sort of linear at the same time. I'm not sure again. Like I said, I've heard that this is going to be more of a linear game than a world expanding sort of game, but again, I'm sort of really interested in seeing this. I don't think there's much else I can add to this discussion. There's other people who do a bit of video analyzing of this, but to me, Out of the World really looks like a game I think we need, because honestly, we're lacking really a large amount of good science fiction games. We have enough fantasy, alright? Can we just have a game where you can just play some random jackass who doesn't have to go on some journey saving the bloody princess? Anyway, I'm getting off the sidetrack of the topic. So, see you then, and hopefully maybe I get another out video. I am planning to do a little Shop of Horrors review. See you then.